Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by with the Season 4 update here in Warzone and Black Ops 6. Outside of it just breaking the game in a bunch of significant ways for the first little bit, the update itself also added in a ton of new game files and references behind the scenes for future updates here in COD, pertaining to all sorts of different things. We have some new slight Black Ops 7 or COD 2025 leaks and rumors that stem from the new game files post Season 4. We also have some new details on updates and changes that could be coming to Black Ops 6 and Warzone here in some future seasons as well. So as we do dive into everything here today, keep in mind, at the end of the day, this stuff is all data mined information from Reality UK and Alex over on Twitter. While they do have credible track records, and while this is data mined info, so it's literally in the game files, these are leaks at the end of the day. So it's not 100% official. These things are not confirmed yet, and they won't be until Call of Duty officially says something themselves. So these things are subject to be scrapped, altered, adjusted in any way, shape, or form. Like, for instance, we actually have some things to talk about that previously were leaked that now the new game files updated and seemingly have changed. But diving right in here, first up, Reality does give us some new details on some Black Ops 7 updates that were added to the files. They say few Black Ops 7 things got added from the looks of it. Nothing super important, but a few strings that confirm the return of augments in Black Ops 7 alongside Outbreak as a mode for zombies and prestiging. Some of this is a little bit more obvious. Within zombies, the system seems to favor augments now, so those will be returning as a feature. Outbreak as a mode, though, is pretty cool. I always enjoyed that back in Cold War. And then prestiging, yeah, that one's is pretty obvious. We all knew that was going to be a thing, but it's officially being referenced, and I have to imagine as we get to Season 4 Reloaded, Season 5 and beyond, we're just going to see more and more leaks for Black Ops 7 start to surface because of the lovely COD HQ and all the game files being updated there. A pretty fun one that Reality talks about. We actually had this leaked a few days back, and we talked about this in a previous video, but even more strings were added with Season 4, it seems. Reality says, looks like we could be getting a grapple hook in game. For movement, I think this could be really cool, especially in Warzone, being able to grapple to certain buildings, certain ledges. There's a lot of outplays that could be made because of this. I think it'd be a cool feature, especially just as a field upgrade, so it'd be limited in use, wouldn't be too much of a crutch. I would think that that'd be a really fun option. It was awesome back in Blackout, and personally, I feel like there's a solid place for it in the Warzone sort of movement meta, if you will. Next up here, we have one of the more bizarre leaks and rumors for today. A bunch of new operator code names were updated with Season 4. However, really got a preface here, these are code names, so we don't get much information out of this outside of the fact that seemingly these are all tied together because they share a common denominator, if you will. So here are the new operator code names that have been added to the Black Ops 6 files: Poodle, Sheba, Pitbull, Mr. 305, Mr. Worldwide, Boar, Retriever, Pitbull again, and Chihuahua. So they're all dog breeds, basically. Not sure why those are all in the game files, codenamed as dog breeds, but we have those. Obviously, Season 5, Season 6 are going to include new operators. These are who they're referencing. We just don't get specifics because they're all codenamed. Maybe Treyarch's trying to do this to keep leakers from spoiling the characters. Who knows? Just an odd thing going on here where they've decided to name them all as dogs instead of any other code name out there possible. Next up, this one's a bit more niche of a leak, but it could be interesting. There's apparently some kind of Twitch connection coming to the game. Could be for World Series of Warzone for the players, participating in that later on this year, where you can actually see their live stuff on a Twitch panel connected to their stats and their gameplay there. Maybe it's a universal thing for anyone who wants to connect their stuff and stream and actually have some sort of API displayed on their stream. I think that'd be cool. Obviously, Call of Duty cutting out the API forever ago, not letting us have, full stat detailed breakdown stuff like that, lobby breakdowns, is a bit of a bummer. I feel like that level of transparency was always very cool back in the day. Having stuff like Warzone stats where you could see you were in a diamond lobby, it was super sweaty, or you were in a silver lobby, and that's why you probably dropped a PR or something, right? I wish that stuff would come back. Maybe this is going to be the start of it, though, with a new Twitch connection feature coming. And by the way, as we are going through all the leaks, all the new updates and rumors here today, if you guys enjoy the video, a like rating is always seriously appreciated. Much love to everyone who does take the quick second to do so. And if you're new to the channel, you want to make sure you're always in the know for all things going on in COD, no better place than right here. So feel free to hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications. Next up, we have one that's a little bit more ambiguous from reality. Even he's not fully sure what exactly is going on with this because the code name is odd, but he says, okay, I might be jumping the gun here, but for a reticle for Season 4 Reloaded, a new one got added called S45 Payday. Now, a Payday collab isn't an outlandish assumption. Bear in mind, that's just him guessing. That's what he says in a follow-up tweet as well. But potentially, maybe a Payday collaboration of some kind is coming, or maybe this is just like a $sign reticle. Hard to say until we see more files added in, but something of interest to take note of. Then next up, we do get some more zombies details. Obviously, season 4 for zombies, a little bit strange because it was the first season this year. We didn't see a brand new map, and that's been a big talking point in the zombies community. What exactly is going on with that? When are we going to see the next map? Are we only going to have one more between season 4, 5, and 6? Reality says this: no more references were added for the next zombies map, its perks, ammo mods, or any new gobblegums. All we know is the remaining perks are codenamed Z mod and W mod. Typically, it's one new perk per map, so this would imply we could have 2 more maps coming, but it seems like Janus Towers has kind of been the main rumored last map for BO6 zombies, so only time is going to tell here. We should have at least one more new map coming to the game, though, for zombies gameplay. Now, next up, we actually have a new leak from Alex, and this is actually updating a previous leak that we talked about. We've talked about various different weapon leaks over the past few seasons, and last season, a new weapon was added to the game files. It was also found in Warzone Mobile, known as the P-York pistol, which is basically the Python or a revolver, and someone actually asked Alex about this, and Alex says that it got removed from the files with season 4, so it seems like the revolver or the Python may actually be a canceled weapon update and no longer is going to be coming to the game in season 5 or season 6. Maybe they just pulled the files to update something more. It'll be added back in the future. Again, only time is going to tell here, but a bit of a bummer if you are a fan of Magnums. You wanted to have a new pistol there and have that in game. Kind of up in the air now as to whether or not that'll actually be coming as a new seasonal weapon further on down the road. And then lastly, here we have what I would consider to be a pretty promising leak in terms of at least keeping some gameplay feeling fresh for the remainder of the seasons here in Black Ops 6 Warzone. Reality says, according to the files, we still have multiple Verdansk map updates taking place. One coming in season 5, one coming in season 5 Reloaded, then one for season 6. So at least 3 more significant Verdansk map updates in some capacity, whether that is adding in another new POI like we just got the Overlook Tower, whether it's updating existing POIs, maybe opening up the stadium, adding in red doors, doing something for some kind of reveal event for Black Ops 7, since that was always something that happened back on Verdansk back in the day with the Cold War reveal, the Vanguard reveal, everything that happened back in Warzone 1. So possible we see some updates connected to that, but several new Verdansk updates are on the horizon. Very excited to see what those are going to be. But that being said, those are all of the new leaks and updates that have surfaced courtesy of the season 4 game files, and that's going to wrap things up. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like on it, and if you're new here, feel free to hit that sub button on your way out to guarantee that each and every single day you are up to date with everything going on in COD. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.